Okay, so good evening, guys. Sort of waiting for this stream thing to catch up. I believe we are live now on YouTube. My name is Matt. I am the curator of the Music and Words Club. Not the only host. We've had many hosts over the years. We've been running for about 2 and a bit years now. We started in April 2000 and I want to say 18, but I'm losing the track of the years these days, as you do. Welcome everybody to the stream. Make yourselves known in the chats. Currently got 3 of you joined us so far. I'm sure we'll have a few more as the night goes on. Oh no, we got 5 now, so welcome aboard, guys. Apologies for not doing any live streaming for a little while. I think our last show I did as the Music and Words Club was down at the Old Court in December. That was the kind of last one we did, and I feel like we got to our kind of like a good balance between audience and live streaming when we're actually able to have a live audience in there. Unfortunately, that's when they just announced the sort of this new strain, and that we were kind of going back into a lockdown again. So it was kind of like the last sort of night out really I had, and so I sort of was a bit not really up for doing the sort of like solo studio style ones again so much this time round. However, I feel like now is a good time to start it up again. So I just did a couple of months break, which is unusual. Normally, I would sort of make sure we have shows going regardless. So apologies for that, but it's much needed this time round. And we're going to be building back up again now. Oh, hi Gabriel, nice to see you. We're going to be building it back up again. So next month we've got a show back at the Old Court. Again, it's going to be audienceless, but we're going to have the artists in the room again with us, which makes things much nicer for the hosts, for the artists, and for everybody else really. So, and hello, Mum. Let's see if there's anyone else on the live stream comments at the moment. But thanks all for tuning in. I did one of these sessions a little while back. Probably back in, I'd say, might have been October, and it's really just sort of a night away from the artist sort of streaming into us, and I'm going to just be playing some videos from Music and Words acts that I have basically had the pleasure of hosting over the years, really. So over the last couple of years, we've had some incredible musicians and poets through our doors at the Hope. And it's just been fantastic that I've actually created some really good content for them. So from music videos to live sessions to actual gigs, sort of live gigs that we've shot as well, sometimes at the Hope, sometimes at the Music and Words Club, so in the Old Court, sorry. So tonight I'm going to be just showcasing some of them videos. And happy Thursday, Simon. Nice to see you back out online as well. So I've got the Zoom open as well. I haven't actually invited any guests in advance, but if anyone does want to come on and have a chat about any topic you like, we could talk about protests and riots and COVID vaccinations if you want, or we could stick to music. It's up to you. So, whatever you want to chat about, I'm here to talk. So just get on the Zoom, drop me a message. I'll send you a Zoom link. It'd be great to have a chat with you guys, really. So I think I'll start off by showing a video from someone who's been down the Music and Words Club once, and he also played at the Fire sessions. Gabriel know him. His name is George Sinclair, and we did a live session over in a wonderful bar, which I think Gabriel's used as a venue for his Monday nights in between lockdowns last time. It's the Mascara Bar. But it's just a nice little space with a nice black curtain, simple lighting. So, and this is a song called "Take My Life," filmed in 2018, I believe. So, I hope you guys enjoy.
Take a bow and be proud, there's an honor you've won. You're the first, I won't curse in a love song I've sung. And be sure that I've never quite done this before. But here goes, take a seat, I'll take the floor. It's been years since the first time that you caught my eye. I'll admit my intentions weren't so civilized. And then I found out that yours were far less so than mine. And from then I didn't waste too much time. I could say loving you is like making words rhyme. Take some thought, take some work, take some time. And I just may have found out how to say these words right. You took my hand, you took my heart, take my life. Here we stand in a room with a wide open door. There's some blood and some broken things thrown on the floor. Yet somehow we're still holding out, hoping for more. I guess some things are worth hurting for. I could say loving you is like making words rhyme. Take some thought, take some work, take some time. And I just may have found out how to say these words right. Took my hand, took my heart, take my life.
So that was George Sinclair with "Take My Life," filmed back in 2018 before this craziness happened. So yeah, welcome to all you new viewers. Just to let you guys know, this is going to be a video session tonight. I'm going to be showcasing lots of stuff from our artists over the years down the Music and Words Club since we started really. So got some wonderful people already lined up for you. So I'm definitely going to play some of Gabriel's videos, who's on the comments right now. I want you guys to sort of, if you've got any requests, please put them forward. Most people that I wouldn't say most people, but quite a lot of people I've had down the club, I've created content for. So I'm going to be showcasing some of that stuff really. So any requests from your favorite videos, I'll happily play them tonight. Also, let me know what you guys are drinking. I'm currently drinking a tea in my lovely Music and Words mug. It's green tea. I may have a cheeky Guinness later. We'll see. But as it's a weeknight, I'm trying to be good. So, let us know what you're drinking. And any requests as well. And if you guys want to help me out with any promotion, just while you're on the stream, just post yourself a little selfie on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. And just, if you guys watching the stream, then head over to YouTube, 7 p.m. for some amazing music and words. That'd be amazing. So, and yeah, like I said before, if you guys want to chat, get in touch with me and I'll send you over a Zoom link. The Zoom link is currently live, so anyone can join anytime. Just have to let me know when you want to come in. Okay, so much content here, so much content. I think I'm probably going to play something from the last Music and Words stream, which was done in December. And we had this wonderful collaboration between Monique and the Amazing Tiger Band. And it was very special, actually. Really great night, great atmosphere. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And the artists were just spot on. And yeah, so this is Monique. Well, it's an Amazing Tiger Band song featuring Monique.
Work with.
Okay.
So the lyrics are start stacking papers, gonna make me paper.
Okay.
And
then I come up with anything that I want to.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah,
let's do
basically
it. I'm terrible at freestyling. Just gonna put that out there.
Scat's good as well.
Scat. Okay, cool. Let's go.
Fuck that right up.
Sounds like this gon' make me paper.
Love all my lovers and I love my haters.
Sounds like this gon' make me paper.
I love my lovers and I love my haters.
Sounds like this gon' make me paper.
I love all my lovers and I love my haters.
Sounds like this gon' make me paper.
I love all my lovers and I love my
You want
haters.
the fuck up with another lust for life. He'll give you anything you want, but he's thinking about his time and it's earth and how it's finite. Wasting it at 5 guys, no one wants a bugger, but yeah, don't have the fries. Take a breath and realize a man without a cause. All these gossip courses make suckers sick applause in the mind of an unqualified white guy. When the tyrant behind him says, you need to smile, I'm a man, not a machine. I'm free to be displeased, I will show my displeasure by stacking papers.
Sounds like this gon' make me paper.
I love all my lovers and I love my haters.
Sounds like this gon' make me paper.
I love all my lovers and I love my haters.
Sounds like this gon' make me paper.
I love all my lovers and I love my haters.
Sounds like
This gon' make me
I
paper.
love all my lovers and I love my haters.
Right, change mind, they're gonna leave my job behind, they're gonna start a new career, selling sweet potato fries from a sandwich found round the corner from my mate's house, spray my name on the side, start stacking papers, start
Sounds
stacking
like this gon' make me paper.
I love all my lovers and I love my haters.
Sounds like this gon' make me paper.
I love all my lovers and I love my haters.
Sounds like this gon' make me paper.
I love all my lovers and I love my haters.
Sounds like this gon' make me
I
paper.
love all my lovers and I love
Do
my
your thing.
haters. Ba 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 da ba doo da 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 doo 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 da bo. Ba ba doo da ba doo 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 da 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 na 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 doo doo. Haters don't keep me down, so I love them too, yeah.
Sounds like this gon' make me paper.
I love all my lovers and I love my haters.
Sounds like this gon' make me
I
paper.
love all my lovers and I love my
Sounds like this
haters.
gon' make me paper.
I love all my lovers and I love my
Sounds
haters.
like this gon' make me
I
paper.
love all my lovers and I love my haters. Yeah, I love all my lovers and I love my haters. I love all my lovers and I love my haters. I love all my lovers and I love my haters. I love all my lovers and I love my haters. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, oh, oh. That was wicked, man. Wicked.
So yeah, that was the Amazing Tiger Band featuring Monique at our December show at the Old Court. So I've got an announcement to make. We are going to be doing another show at the Old Court. It will be audience-less because we're going to be inside with the artist. That's going to be on the 17th of April. I also want to just say a big fuck you to whoever stole the Old Court's live streaming kit. I don't know if you guys have seen on the Facebook feed or any of the Old Court sort of pages that they had a break-in and someone stole some of their lovely new cameras which they were using for live streaming. A few people got in contact just to see if it was my kit, and it wasn't my kit, but it was the Old Court's. And yeah, they're running a fund to raise some money to replace some of that kit. So if you go over to their page, there's more information about that. And if you know any information about the suspect person who might have stolen it, then please get in touch with the police, because we don't need people like that doing things to, well, at the end of the day, it's an artist community, and they're just trying to make a platform for artists, just like we're doing here. So, but yeah, we are going to be back there on the 17th of April, which is going to be lovely. And I will tell you who I've got on the lineup now. I'm not putting the poster out yet. I'll be doing that over the week. So on the lineup for that night, we've got Kodama, which is Jamaica and band, and we're going to be actually showcasing their full band that night, which is going to be really nice, because normally we can only have acoustic stuff in the Hope or in the studio here due to the noise and things like that. But on the Old Court show that we got on the 17th of April, we're going to have their full band, which are kind of like going to be our first punk band, really, which would be nice. Oh, hello, Mark. Nice to see you. Also really look forward to getting back to the Hope as well, to play some inside intimate gigs for you guys when we are allowed to do that too. So, so we got Kodama. We're going to have Kenny B. She's played at the Hope as well as a solo, as well as at the Music and Words. We've got the amazing Mothership, who's absolutely fantastic guitarist, just sends you to another dreamy world. Also, we're going to have the wonderful Bailey, who's an actor, writer, poet, and he's just fantastic at what he does. And Ginny Hogarth as well. So she's a regular on the circuit around Windsor, and she does some fantastic originals too. So she'll be performing at that event in April. And tomorrow night, if you guys are into some more live streaming, the Hope have been hosting nights from the actual bar themselves, run by Tom Neal, which is one of my studio partners, works in the studio next door to me, and they've been collaborating there and putting out some a platform for artists every Friday for the last 6 or 7 weeks at least, I think now. And tomorrow they're going to do a bit of a show, which I understand is going to be a bit like this, where they're going to be showcasing the best of what they've had over the last sort of couple of months. So do tune into that. That's it really, guys. Mum, I will play the Amazing Tiger Bands, but I've just played him, so I can't play another one right now, can I now? But anyway, I'll play Amazing Tiger Band a bit later on, which she wants the cover. So I Want to Be Like You, Please, which is the Disney one. Rightio. I think maybe it's probably time we play Gabriel Moreno. I'm trying to work out which one would be the best one to play. I mean, I love this video, actually. This is the latest music video we shot. And the reason why I like it, because Gabriel, as you guys probably know, you've seen him before, comes to me with an idea about the song. And he's like, he's all about the night. He's always about this song particularly, wanted to have a song about the evening and what happens when you're in bars. And I was like, well, Gabriel, we're in lockdown. We can't really do a track when we got loads and loads of people drinking and partying and expressing themselves as we would do pre-COVID. So I was like, I have got an idea though. So here's the idea we came up with to compensate for the lack of having people in the bar. And this is called Nosediving Into the Night.
I'm nosediving into the night. I left my pistols in Croydon. I felt I was old for the fight. And the last time I tried, I summoned the muse, but she was busy watching sport on TV. I took to drinking and smoking till the feeling made its way back to me. And the preacher was pissed. He said Christ would desist to bring me anywhere near the light. I said, I'm so sorry, Padre. I'm nosediving into the night. doctors said I was shattered. He claimed 40 was the time to collapse. But sofas were not of my liking, and I was fond of the wounds of the heart. I went to Texas and Spain, traveled to Chile and France, just to get a taste of their bars. It was in the back streets of London where I found what I knew was my art. And my lovers, they claim I was broken and lame. I was lost to the caves of my mind. I said, please don't fool yourself, chica. I'm nose-diving into the night. Oh, what I lost, I just can't find. I'm not looking for a distant sky. All that I want, all I can desire is nose-diving into the night. Sometimes the bottle will beat me when I'm searching for ribbons and smiles, searching for the nozzle of longing and a walk in the outskirts of time. And though the president says we all have to work in a factory out there in Hull, all I think is just bent on colliding with the rights of a civilized man. And an alter lie, he said mortgage and time would make me a true English white. Well, I said keep your title, mister, 'cause I'm nose-diving into the night. Nose-diving into the night. I'm nose-diving into the night. What I lost I just can't find, 'cause I'm nose-diving into the night. Keep your pension plans, your mortgage and your tax returns. I'm nuzzling straight into the dark.
Okay, so that was Gabriel Moreno with Nosediving into the Night, shot at the Alma pub. Thanks so much to them guys for lending us that wonderful space. And you probably notice the two girls in the cameo. One was my lovely girlfriend Eleanor, and the other one was Jen, the owner of the Alma. So yeah, big thanks to them. And it's a really fun video to make, especially during lockdown where you need to be a bit creative about what you can do. So yeah, that was great fun. Okay, so I reckon it's probably time for some poetry. So I think maybe we should play something from Naomi Wood. Yeah, okay. So Naomi is a poet. Or she's a multi-talented artist, really. She does so many things, from sort of the aerial hoop stuff and sort of more theatrical based stuff, and I know she was sort of a big part of a lot of the London scenes and the Brighton scenes. So she also runs her own online session as well about writing. Well worth checking out. I think she recently just done a podcast at the studio here, which is great fun. Well worth a listen, and that was by Fireythings by Dan, who runs the studios here. And yeah, she's just an amazing, multi-talented person. And this is a poem that we filmed in Windsor when she hosted one of the online musical words clubs from the studio next door. And I think it was around the time when I was getting a bit sick of hosting it on my own in the studio. So I started inviting guest hosts to come down and host with me. And Naomi came down and hosted a nice, it might have been an all-female one we did. And she brought down some amazing artists as well to sort of contribute over Zoom, and it's a really, really fun evening. So, so this is Naomi Wood and Night Harvest.
Finger, lick, sharp wit, don't trip, pin prick. I'm meant to be older now, but I still hold my breath when I skip paving stones. Boombox, busy streets and broken locks. This city is full to the brim with flashing fluorescent smiles and see-through skin. Plastic epiphanies, grease-wrapped, fast-tracked, another Amazon parcel, but not robed in rainforest splendor. And the kids were yelling, telling us for years, but we don't listen. Instead, we just cup our hands to our ears, press our faces to the walls of buildings and stories that have grown too tall. We are too many. Too many questions about trickle-down economics, so I bite my lip, fold origami cranes out of old bus tickets, and try not to step on the cracks. But awake from a dream where I left the party early, I slid away into the night into a stream of translucent fish with bright spines. I had been the strangest shaped animal in a room full of mirrors, and I didn't care to be there when the lights came back on. So I gather my odd angles to go and play in the dirt, least of all because you brought me to my knees, and more because you can see the gods flying there. When I wake, I know I pulled my anchor from shore long ago, and though there's dirt beneath my fingernails, my fists are full of diamonds, just an overthinking polygon in a paper boat. So I decide to spend suspended time catching a cargo of dreams. I measure them each morning against the lines appearing on my hands where cracked earth tributaries make a map of my landmass. I had my palm read once. He said, I will have a long labour. Truth is, I've been trying every night for years, it seems, to bring these creatures up for air, dredging them to the surface, counting their fingers and toes, these waterlogged urchins. I'm always looking for the umbilical cord. I wake all hours of the night, cloaked in the sweat and sinew of that other continent, reaching blindly for my phone to speak sleepily into its recesses, relaying the geography of that other world. They are birthed and hauled ashore this way. In the morning over coffee, I weigh the corporeal harvest. Listening back is like hearing the ghost of yourself telling stories you've never heard before. I am male, postmarked back to myself. I am bent double looking for clues. My somnolent voice describing what I've seen, still 1 foot in that water, but I am bound to bring these creatures from the deep as a way of making sense of my own maelstrom. In the day, I celebrate the pulse of each new leaf, chasing the sunlight around my room like I too might synthesize and find new ways to bloom in this weather. But they say a millionaire is conducting cloud whitening trials, and I can't tell anymore which world is the waking one, which one I need to return from to weigh my pound of flesh.
So that was Naomi Wood with Night Harvest, filmed in Windsor. Hello, Tom. Nice to see you again, mate. I'll tell you what. Let's play a game actually, just to mix it up a little bit. I might ask you guys questions about some of these videos, mainly to do with locations. And if you're a Windsorian or you're from the area, you might know where they're filmed. And what I'll do is I'll keep a tally of who gets the answer right. And whoever wins, I'll buy a pint at the next Real Music and Words Club in a pub. So how's that sound? So can anyone tell me where that last video was actually filmed? It's in Windsor. I think you'll either know it or you won't know it. It's as simple as that. So if it's the first person to guess that right will get 1 point. And then whoever's got the most points by the end of the evening, I will buy a beer at the next Music and Words Club. Okay, so I reckon it's probably time. You know what? Let's stick with the poetry. No. We'll come back to the poetry. As you can tell, I have no idea what I'm playing. I've just got like a whole bunch of videos that I've sort of collected over the years from doing this. And yeah, I'm just trying to work out exactly where to go next. I reckon we should go with another music video. Who should we go with? I know. Let's do Mr. Sawbridge. So Arthur Sawbridge. What an incredible artist. Behind Lloyd's Bar. No, it wasn't behind Lloyd's Bar. It's... I'm not going to give too much away, but no, not behind Lloyd's Bar. I'll see if anyone else comes back with a guess. Otherwise, I'll reveal if no one guesses it right. Anyway, back to the programme. Arthur Sawbridge, he is an incredible violin player. Does lots of looping. And we've had him down the Music and Words Club and to do a set, and he was just absolutely incredible. He blew everyone away. And he invited me to film him for a music video during lockdown 2, I believe it was. I think things were slightly being relaxed a bit more, and broadcast was still fine. And we went to one of his spots where he spent a lot of lockdown 1. I like how we put these timestamps on, sort of lockdown point 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever. But yeah, it was, we filmed this in lockdown 2, and it's about his reflection in lockdown 1. And it was a particular lake that he used to go to visit, where he wrote the tune and sit and reflect, really. And this is in the middle of the Barns. There'll be no questions about this because it's not related to Windsor. But I tell you what, actually, I will ask a question about this one. I don't actually know, so you could be able to blag me, but I will find out later on. But does anyone know which session number Arthur Sawbridge played on? He did a headline act down the Music and Words Club for this. But anyway, I'm going to play the video. So this is, absolutely great song, written in first lockdown 2, filmed in written in lockdown 1, in the location that is filmed in during lockdown 2. Okay, and there you go, guys. That was the amazing Arthur Sawbridge with his latest single. Well worth checking that guy out. He is seriously, seriously talented. That was a pleasure filming that because been going to a job up in Hammersmith quite recently over lockdown. So I drive along that sort of riverside bit, and I'm always intrigued because I've never stopped to get out because the Hammersmith Bridge is closed. You kind of have to go into Barnes to get through. So it's really nice to actually sort of get out the car and spend a bit of time going around the area. I had no idea that wonderful lake actually existed around the back. So it's really, really lovely place. I think I was eyeing up some of them pubs there as well, thinking when they're back open that'd be great. But anyway, we can all hope and dream about that day when things start going back to normal. And I mean, hopefully we get back to a simpler time where we don't have to worry about these so-called vaccine passports and what they're trying to introduce or whatever. But anyway, that's a conversation for another day. If you guys do want to have a chat, by the way, please do get in contact. I will send you over a Zoom link. I'll bring you up on Zoom and we can talk just like we would do in a bar or a music night. And just have a bit of fun, really. So might be more interesting than me just talking to you guys about all these videos that we've been filming. But there we go. Okay, I think what I'll do now is I'm going to show you a new video that I made for myself. And for those of you who come to the club, my artist name is One Formation. So it's a bit confusing because I go under the name for my video work and my sort of photography work with artists as minus tone. For my more commercial work, I go under the name Matthew L. Fleming Photography. Then I also have the Music and Words Club, which I host, which over time is going to become more of a collaborative venture. I had a chat with Pete Cox the other day and a few others about potentially forming sort of a bit of a group thing and stepping away from it myself, but that will come as we move along. But anyway, my actual music I put under the name One Formation, and so it doesn't get any more confusing. I don't have any other aliases apart from One Formation. That is all I have. So anything I do, whether it's electronic, acoustic, whether it's dub reggae remixes, whether it's more pop sort of style tracks or anything like that, anything that I do comes under the name One Formation. Everything is in that One Formation. That's the whole point of it. So this was a track that I recorded, electronic one for my brother's label, Ooze Me Records. I sort of kind of big influences on things, the more IDM stuff. So Aphex Twin and Square Push and this sort of stuff. So this is like my track, and I created this video using some visuals and generators and stuff in Final Cut. So it's a bit more unusual to what I'd normally do. Just to warn you guys, there are some flashing sort of images in this video. And yeah, put some headphones on or turn your speakers up loud. That's all I recommend doing. And Tom, we missed Mr. Cox too, definitely. He will be back, I'm sure, when we start going back to live gigs again and everyone's been vaccinated. But this is my track, One Formation, and I've named it Prime. So... So that was my track under my artist name, One Formation, and that track was called Prime. And that's available on Newsme Records Stories Chapter 1. They've got some limited CDs at the moment, which look really, really cool. In fact, I got one lying around. There we go. So just a nice book style cover. I think my brother said there's a couple of limited red ones as well, if you manage to get hold of them. I'm not quite sure how you get hold of a red one. But yeah, there's some fantastic tracks on it. It's an EP with Money House Club, Rick Silver, Yalas, and James Vernon, and then a whole bunch of mixed artists on the bonus tracks. All programs suspended. Myself, White Boy Rick, Second Move, Rick Silver, and another one from James Vernon. So really nice CD, flows really nicely, lots of mixed electronic genres. Proud to be on that release, really. So do check out his label, it's great. Really, really good. Okay, so as we're all missing Mr. Pete Cox, I think it might be nice to show one of his videos. I think this is one of his classics, actually, that he tends to sort of repeat quite a lot when he goes to these open mics and musical words clubs. And again, guess where this one was shot. It'd probably be quite obvious, but I'm willing to make this one a bit more obvious. It's not in Windsor, but it's somewhere very close. And if you can name the pub where it's near to, that'd be enough. First person to get their answer in will obviously be on the winning streak to winning a pint from me. So for those of you who just joined, I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions about some of these videos, location-wise and stuff like that. And whoever ends up racking up the most points over the evening, when we next see you in an actual venue, say you come to a Musical Words Club event, I'll actually buy you a pint. So, yeah, so this is Pete Cox.
Soul here. Try to listen clear. I don't follow no religions, and I am not contained by the conditions of other superstitions, and I don't follow no other man's plan. I follow my own footsteps. Through introspect and retrospect, they project and protect a future project for hindsight to collect. And I spend time on a shallow land, where my shadow lends an underhand to help me overstand, showing my feet where the shade held them through the streets of deceit and defeat. And I am no god. I am contained by a human who is exceptionally odd, who gets distracted by shiny in a world set to try me, especially when the girl dem windy and the soul fuel gets all grimy and says, come on then, try me. And all this think positive I find obnoxious, for this soul needed to acknowledge the opposite, as my burdens don't lessen by letting them get dressed in dressings of prayers and blessings if I'm not addressing them to learn the lesson. And I am no deity, just look at the weight of me. I'm earthbound. I laugh at predictions of where people think I go in the next round. I've got news for you people, look around. That's right, that's it. When it's gone, it's gone. So hold the soul next to you tight. Squeeze it, adore it, love and have all of it, because life is too quick and these vessels are limited. And I carry unlimited potential in a limited vessel, and I only exist in a moment's schedule, so schedule them regularly. For you'll never know when I'm bound to leave, as I only experience what I need to see. So please treasure, adore and appreciate me, because this soul that I speak of is in the air that we breathe, that bounces between you, me and every living, breathing human body.
So there was Pete Cox, and you might just caught a glimpse of pub name at the end. But yeah, if you first person to name the pub will be on the winning streak, because no one's got a right answer just yet. But yeah, that was we filmed that for Pete Cox's Innerverse, which I'm going to name the pub now, aren't I? It's a certain pub. We used to do it once a month, and it's a fantastic event for young poets in Slough. Herschel Arms, there we go. We had Mr. Castledine. So you are on the winner for beer, Mr. Castledine. Don't worry, there'll be plenty more questions popping up as the stream goes on, guys. So I'm only going to give you one beer. But yeah, please do answer my questions. So Pete Cox, the Universe. I think he said he's sort of stopped doing that now, so I'm not sure where that's going to go from now on. But yeah, like I said before, we've been in talks about sort of trying to get more people on board officially with the Music and Words Club. How that's going to pan out as we go, I don't really know, but I'll kind of give you a shout and let you know. But I'm probably going to sort of form some kind of unincorporated trust or something like that, just to make it a bit more official, so we could apply for some funding and potentially get proper sort of things going on, really. And yeah, it just allows us to have a committee to run the board, etc., etc. But we will let you know as that progresses. Okay, I think we need another video. Any requests, guys? I'm going to just look through my list. Wow. Okay. This would be a fun one to play. Get your requests in if you want to hear any songs or particular artists. I've got only a smallish selection of videos here, enough to sort of like eat up a 5-6 hour show, which I won't do tonight. Don't you worry about that. And I think I'm going to play a song by Rob Cochran. Rob's been at the club a couple of times. I remember the last time he played was in the summer, just before we were all locked down. And I remember it was a really, really hot afternoon. And it was just unbelievably, like, ridiculously hot in that Music and Words room at the Hope. I think people were just sweating, and it wasn't a nicest sort of environment to be in. However, people were so engaged in the music, they wanted to be in the room. So we just had a packed room of people, blazing sun, and it was extremely sweaty. And I remember that night because we don't normally sort of do this, but that particular evening we were allowed to open up the doors because we kept the music fairly low, so we weren't going to annoy too many neighbours. And we just had this beautiful breeze coming in with Rob playing. And I remember he played this song, and it really stood out. And this is For the Sake of a Song. This one particularly was a live concert filmed in, where was it? It'll come to me, the Slaughtered Lamb in London. And he invited me to come down and film this whole concert. This one I captured For the Sake of a Song.
This is a song called Sake of a Song. Accentuate the negative you said. Draw out the darkness from your head, but keep it close so you can use it. No great art, you say, can be derived from any heart in love with life, and you can list off names to prove it. But your heroes are all dead men, long since gone. Kept their quills in that sullen ink too long. And when laughing and crying, living and dying, all for the sake of a song, all for the sake of a song. Go on, break another heart, break your own so you can start to lament the things that made you. go, laughing and crying, living and dying, all for the sake of the song. All for the sake of the song. Thank you very much. That was me.
So that was Rob Cochrane and the Necessary Evils as his band. A bit of an all-star band really there, with Barbara Bartz on the violin. And I won't reel off the other members. I don't remember all their names. I feel really bad, but I hope they're not watching. But it's all good. Cracking band, well worth checking out if you get to see him live. I think Rob will have another album coming out pretty soon. I've seen a bit of activity from him on Facebook, so I'll probably be inviting him down to another sort of gig at some point if you guys are interested in seeing him. I just thought I'd plug the old court again. So 17th of April. You guys won't be able to attend, unfortunately. But you'll be able to watch and stream in. We're going to be hosting that from the old court with all our artists again, just like we did back in November. I've been toying with the idea about thinking about potentially asking a few places if they would be able to broadcast it, because we're going to have these pubs open in the summer. From that date, that'll be the first Saturday. So I'm going to see if there's anyone's interested in setting up some screens, which might be a nice way to do it in some pub gardens. But I'll get back to you about that. And if I do manage to get a few places locally to play our stream on the screens, I will let you know so you could book a table there. But we love having you online as well. So even if you just got us on your laptop while you're making the dinner or whatever, it's nice just having you in the room. Okay, so I reckon I need to play a track from... I'm going to go with music video, or we're going to go with live. I think we'll do a music video. Okay. This is Odette Michelle. She is on the folk circuit, and she's been and played a couple of different Music and Words events. She's originally from Windsor, and then she moved out the area. But she's just fantastic. She used to play a lot down the old Ticket Hall, if anyone remembers the cover duo they used to do with Gloria. I've forgotten what they're called now. But I think I was hosting events down there at the time when I just come out of university, and I was running a sort of rock night on a Wednesday, and I think she was on a Sundays. I don't think our paths ever crossed back then though. But yeah, it would have been nice to sort of to meet her back then. It would have been interesting to see. But she's putting out some really fantastic stuff with Phil Beer, who's a great violin player. He sort of took her under his wing a little bit as well. So, but yeah, she's just a really good solo artist. This one we filmed. I'll tell you what, this would be another one you can guess. It'll be really obvious. When you know, you know. So, see if you guys can guess the location of this particular place where we filmed this video. And this is Odette Michelle. And yeah, enjoy.
and walk through this open land. Let the cold wind chill your face and winter take your hand. Climb the wild mountainside where green paths are growing, for they hold secrets to our past that we've no way of knowing. Be kind to nature's rise and fall, for land and sky will meet, where grass and bone and moss have grown beneath our weary feet. For here we stand on this land, on ground changed only by name. But while time may line my youthful brow, the ground remains the same. For the time will come when this day is done to plough the land we sow on. So fill your glass, then drink to the last. Oh, but bless the ground you grow on. So I let the cold wind chill my face, winter take my hand. For I may walk these hills so wide, with chalk runs into sand, where no one sees your nooks and trees, save for the ways of the swallow. But you have proudly left your mark, while I have merely followed. For the time will come when this day is done to plough the land we sow. So fill your glass and drink to the last. Oh, but bless the ground you grow on. So take your winter coat and walk to my message heed. For you and I beneath this sky have everything we need. For the time will come when this day is done to plough the land we sow on. So fill your glass and drink to the last. Oh, but bless the ground you grow on.
Okay, guys, so that was a Det Michelle, Bless the Ground You Grow On. And it was a cracking shoot, that one. Really enjoyed that one. And it wasn't in Pusey. It's near in Oxfordshire, I believe. So that is incorrect, Mr. Castledine. And Mother, did you do Naomi in Alexandra Garden? Sounds rather filthy. I'd have you wash your mouth out with soap, please. It wasn't Alexandra Gardens, no. So you're both wrong. Somebody please get in, because they're the only one answering my questions at the moment, and we can't have them winning all the beer. So somebody else please put in an answer. So where was that filmed, that last video? I think if you were to Google chalk horse, you'd find it out pretty quickly. So won't be hard to figure that one out. The Windsor one's a bit more tricky, but Alexandra Gardens is actually closer to where it's filmed than Tom's suggestion, which was the back of Lloyd's. So, yes. Get your answers in there, guys. Okay, so the next video I am going to show is going to be in a poem, and it's by my lovely girlfriend, Eleanor. And she's very talented, my girlfriend. She does many, many different things, including poetry and some fantastic freehand painting she's been doing when we've been renovating the house we just sort of have moved into. Some wonderful freehand circles. Go check out her page, which is it's Nearly Nothing New on Instagram, and you'll see our progress of our house renovation. It's really fun. But yeah, so this is a poem she did called A Note to Newton. And I'm not going to explain it. She normally explains it at every show, but I just want you guys just to sort of enjoy it and see what you can make of it, really. And this one was filmed before I had the studio. So I think it might have even been filmed in her parents' kitchen. So, but there we go. This is A Note to Newton by Eleanor Chownsmith.
At once a feeling both natural and artificial. The structure of our flesh changed through your sharing history. Everything slipped away, slid off your fingers, running down the inside. I dripped, unconscious of the eyes that were to cover and change our form, teaching us that life is so unlike the film it was based on, but simply, continuously accompanied by its own image. The laws of viscosity. We should yield under any force. Yet something about stress and strain creates an exception, letting us run without stopping, strengthened under the seventh fold. But you look to feel, making it no longer acceptable to be on our knees unless on screen. In this age of addiction, you found a visual expression of existence. Look, and look again as we solidify as objects of vision, a sight. At first, we try to hide in fragments, a fluid self, stronger in its multiplicity. Every screen, a safe house for the vulnerable. Every digital reincarnation, a love note to suffering. Someone once told me, if you fall off the edge, you will never stop falling. And as you fall, you will hold on to other falling people. I jumped. A warning wrapped in mourning. If to rage is to remember, and to remember is to mourn, transform. Transform from a sight to a site of transformation, continually turning shame into pride, a wild woman in every breath and sensation. The wild woman comes back, and within every fold, we found matter in movement. For although we forgot to tell you who we are, adversity reveals. Instead of paying us off, you'll be paying attention. We made this place and are returning to it.
So that was the amazing Eleanor May Chownsmith. And yeah, I don't think that's been officially published yet, so yeah, you can't see it again unless you rewind this stream, I guess. But yeah, oh, you're correct, Eleanor. That is in Uppington. So yeah, the chalk course is in Uppington. It's a place I would very much like to visit once we're out of lockdown and spend a night in a B&B and get pissed in the pub. So that will happen one day. Yeah, Uppington is correct. And you are now on par with Andrew. So you guys are in joint first position for the free beer. I'm going to ask some more questions. I might just tell you where this Naomi video was filmed, because I think we're going to just go on forever with different locations. But that was actually filmed in the just next to the leisure centre car park. There's that little green area bit. I can't remember exactly what it's called. But if you'd have said leisure centre, then you would have won that point. But nobody won it, so it's all good. We will go and move on. Okay, I think we need something a bit more uplifting now. What shall we play? So I know what we can play. Let's do another another song from the Music and Words Club. So this is Adam Beattie with Fiona Bevan. And Adam's just had a new album out. And he played our November Music and Words Club stream, which was our first one down the old court when we had all the artists in the room without an audience. So he came down with Fiona Bevan and performed a wonderful set for us. If you guys get a chance to follow either of them, I highly recommend it. They've just had a song kind of almost go viral. It was a cover, and just check it out on the page. She's an incredible songwriter who's had many sort of number ones, I guess. She co-writes for lots of people, including Kylie Minogue and stuff like that. So yeah, she's very successful in that game. But her original stuff is just something else. So well worth checking out. And Adam Beattie has just released a new album called Somewhere Around the Bend. And I've filmed 4 tracks from it so far on that album. So we made 4 music videos over this lockdown period. So I've been very grateful for Adam to obviously put the work my way during this period. It's been fun to go out and make these videos with him as well. But yeah, this is the last one. No, actually, this is not the video I'm going to show. I'm going to show the video of the performance at the Music and Words Club. So this is called All the Gods, and it's a collaboration between Fiona and Adam. If you want to see the 4 music videos I shot for Adam Beattie, I highly recommend going onto his YouTube channel because they're all there, and they're brilliant. So enjoy.
Every time we fall in love goes a little deeper. Everything we're dreaming of comes into view. Some fall softly to the sea, makes a bed for you and me. And all the gods sleep soundly now, knowing you were in my arms. There's a place true love hides, right between the sea and sky, far beyond the heavy storms. A little rain for you and I. Tears will come when love begins, and tears come when old love ends. We are on the run from our old lives. We no longer recognize what we've become. Thunder's just a party trick. The gods just love to play with it.
but they spend most of their time on love like this. For we try to guard our hearts and hide away in other arts. Our fate is resting in their hands, whatever their plans. Tears will come when love begins, and tears will come when old love ends. We are on the run from darker times. We can weather what they send. They can have their fun. Join me now in a bow to the gods that gave us this. We sow our seeds and watch in vain. We offer gifts and pray for rain. Tears will come when love begins, and tears will come when old love ends. We are on the run to see the rain. Oh my, and how it came, and how it came.
Okay, guys, so that was Adam Beattie and Fiona Bevan with All the Gods, and that is on Adam's latest album titled Somewhere Around the Bend. Highly worth recommending getting. I got my copy on vinyl when I did the last video with him, and it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Full of great tracks, some really good sort of collaborators on there. So yeah, pick yourself up a copy. Just want to ask a quick question, guys. How's the sync tonight? Because in the past, over longer streams, I've had a bit of loss in audio and video sync, and I've been really trying to play around with the settings today, and I think I've got it right. But can you let me know how it is? As in, am I saying the words and they're bang on? That'd be nice to know. But yeah, okay. I think we should now go to maybe another live session. Oh, actually, let's do a music video. This is Peter Doolan. And again, he released an EP a little while back. And this is before any lockdown stuff, but he got me to produce a number of his music videos. I think I ended up producing 4 for his EP. And this one was kind of one of my favourite ones we've done, partly because there's a really nice group of people out doing it. In fact, Rob Cochran is one of the people in there. You won't recognise him because he's got a mask on. And yeah, I mean, there's been lots of fun videos we've done with Peter. But yeah, this one, I'll let you watch it and you can sort of decide the story afterwards. But it's called Son of Immigrant Blues. And I think, yeah, this hopefully it'll speak for itself. But yeah, I'll let you guys enjoy.
There's books that I don't read all over the place, and everybody seems to know what not to say. Honey, I put my feet into my mouth more than my poor old mouth can take. Maybe I should just fuck off back to where I came from, like all the sons of immigrants say. There's nothing happening in this city, you can see it in the skies. It's in every drunken biddy, it's in every paddy's eyes. But there's floods in Tipperary, so you know that I can't go back there. And so I'm off to Halicarnacht, I'll rip up Cromwell's grave when I get there. And the sun's eternal embers out of morning, and the moon, she keeps me company when I can't face the dawn. But all I ever wanted was a way out, no reason to be leaving when the flowers turn to stone. All I ever wanted was a way out, an excuse to keep rolling down the road. From the pit of my stomach to my arthritic toes, from my working class back to my bedbug bitten bones, and with a swagger on my hips I take the seat unopposed. But I'm like them old timers with Alzheimer's, got a mind so full of I don't knows. If you ain't got no luck or got no money, then a pub stool is a perch for every man's opinion has been faced down in the dirt. So flip a coin, heads or tails, it's riches for the dirt beneath your fingernails. Oh yeah, each man's created equal, but society is one big weight scales. And the sun's eternal embers out of morning, and the moon, she keeps me company when I can't face the dawn. Oh yes, she does. But all I ever wanted was a way out, no reason to be leaving when the flowers turn to stone. All I ever wanted was a way out, an excuse to keep rolling down. And all I ever wanted was a way out, a reason to be leaving when the flowers turn to stone. All I ever wanted was a way out, an excuse to keep rolling down the road.
And there we go. That was Peter Doolin with Sons of Immigrant Blues. I mean, you might correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Peter did tell me the sort of the meaning behind this, and the reason why we come up with this video is, I think he said it was a pub landlord in London. It was an Irish guy, and he was complaining to Peter about all the immigrants and all this sort of stuff. And I think Pete was sort of thought, well, actually, you know, you're an immigrant, and we're all kind of immigrants, really. You know, none of us really were born in, although we were born in the UK, we come over to the UK at some point from somewhere. We didn't just magically appear here. So, yeah, I think that video is just to sort of just show that we're all the same. And, rather than fighting amongst each other, we should just all come together. And I think that's something that we should resonate more than ever now, especially with COVID. I feel like there's a lot of polarisation happening with people's opinions on stuff. And debates are getting rather heated, and people are falling out for no reason, really. We're all kind of fighting the same thing, although other people believe in different things. Ultimately, we're all still the same and still need to share this planet and live on it the best we can. So, I won't say any more about that. But yeah, music and art is the answer. Music, art, and as Gabriel nicely puts it, poetic resistance. So do check out Mr. Gabriel's Moreno stuff. In fact, maybe we need a song from Gabriel after that one. I did play one of his tracks earlier on, but I'm going to play two of Amazing Tiger Band. So I'm actually going to show you, we had Gabriel down the Music and Words Club, probably one of the last ones before we kind of like had to shut doors. And I remember he came all the way down from London to play the show. And this was in the small room at the Hope. What a magical space that is. I cannot wait to get back there. I really hope that you guys who haven't actually been to Music and Words in the real world will get to appreciate the beauty of that room and what it does to sort of bring in music and art alive in Windsor. So I hope you guys can get back there. So this is Gabriel playing a live song live from Music and Words. I think it's all shot from the camera, so the audio is not amazing from it, but it'll give you a vibe for the room and everything.
So this song is for you, Pete. It's called Silly Old Dreams. I have to say, in the old court, they actually sang it. So if they don't sing it at the Hope, I'll be really, really annoyed. The chorus is very simple. Well, actually, it's very, very complex intellectually. It goes, dum, da, dum, da, dum, my silly old dreams. Romance will change your heart, but ever so fleetingly. Give it 16 weeks and it's back to your silly old dreams. Would you ever give up your sacred shield of poetry? Would the lure of the flame be more than you've been? I showed her my poems and she spat at the laptop screen. She said, I'm sick of the muse and all of her whims. I guess she couldn't see I was looking for a shortcut to eternity. I guess she couldn't see only words do it for me. Dum da dum da dum, my silly old dreams. Dum da dum, my silly old dreams. You see, she sold her horse to pay for a room for her artistry. But all her friends said her songs were like quirky antiques. They couldn't see the pleasures of strolling down past centuries, wasting your life with sweet Alexandrines. Dum da dum, my silly old dreams. Great voices. Dum da dum, my silly old dreams. Oh, I said dum da dum, my silly old dreams. I said dun dun, my silly old dreams. The rough roadsters in, the Tories, but the masters of the verse they seem still up for firing some goddamn poetry, and they're screaming at the industry, thinking I can be the man I want to be. I want to be me with my silly old dreams. I should have changed, but what if I already did? I used to be up for philosophical things. Now a fuck I don't give, as long as I can blow the lid, as long as I can stay here and sing like Jeremy. Dum da dum, my silly old dreams. Dun, da, dun, da, dun, my silly old dreams. Dun, da, dun, da, dun, my silly old dreams. Dun, da, dun, da, dun, my silly old dreams. Dun, da, dun, da, dun, my silly old dreams. I said, dun, da, dun, da, dun, my silly old dreams. My silly old dreams.
And what a fun night that was. I saw the Beetroots crew at the front, which is a really, really nice night. Yeah, and we will get back there. I know we will. So, but that was Gabriel Moreno with Silly Old Dreams. He is just the most amazing artist, puts out so much material, especially over lockdown. He's been writing a lot. But I first came across him in London at a flat show, which I was hosting. And it was really, really nice to sort of to meet him and get his connection and all that. And then he invited me to come down to the Lantern Society, which was it was happened twice a month in Farringdon at the Betsy Trotwood, which is an absolutely blinder of a pub and music venue if you guys ever come across it. And I think they used to do that on the first and third Thursdays of the month. I believe, yeah, but they were the Thursdays that ran, and it was just just absolutely blew me away. I was like, this is exactly what I need to sort of be a part of, and kind of went religiously every night, and it was kind of a small room, a bit like the Music and Words. Mainly, it was just folk musicians, singer-songwriters. It wasn't a folk club as such; it was a bit more open than that. And Gabriel was the heart of it, and used to kind of like run the events seamlessly with with passion and energy, and it's sort of that's really what was a big inspiration when I came back to Windsor to set up the Music and Words Club. So if it wasn't for Gabriel, we wouldn't have this this wonderful night in the town. Obviously, I've changed the format a little bit and introduced other genres into Windsor, because I think there's so much amazing stuff out there, and I'm not really a folk or singer-songwriter as such. I tend to have many different interests of music, from kind of electronic to hip hop and grime and stuff. So I wanted a place where we can showcase all of that. And I think we've got it, and it's going to come back. So but seriously, thanks to all you guys for joining us on the stream. It's been really, really nice tonight. Although I've just been talking to you and I've not been talking to anybody, it's been nice to actually to reach out to an audience again. So I think what I'll do now is I'm going to play a little bit of Kitty Whitelock's stream. She is an incredible artist who is local, from Staines, sort of Raisbury Way, and she plays piano mainly, and sings and writes songs, and they come from sort of a jazz background to sort of more of a pop and soul, and it's very interesting stuff, even electronic kind of like experimental influences there too. So this is Kitty Whitelock.
silent behind. Otherwise known. So alone, when all I could do was follow, on towards the light. I wandered over it in my mind. I wandered over the sense of silence. Don't know why I went searching for something I wouldn't have otherwise known. So alone, all I could do was follow, drawn towards the light. I wandered over it in my mind. I wandered over the same steps I left behind. The same steps I left behind. The same steps I left behind. Thank you, everyone who's tuned in so far.
And that was Kitty Whitelock, everybody, with Over. Yeah, I think she discovered the Music and Words Club and became, a really good part of it in that sort of last year that we had going on. And that particular session was from something called the Superstream Sessions, which me and Tom Neal put together with Fireythings in the studio for the throughout the I think it might have been, I can't remember, lockdown 2 maybe. Anyway, and we were hosting gigs from the studio with artists, and it was it's a very, very nice couple of sessions with various groups and stuff like that. Okay, I think we might need another poem now. So it's really funny actually. Mum, your messages keep getting flagged up as spam, so I keep having to show them. I don't know why. Okay, let's go to Anyway of the Gods. I'm going to show you a different side of Anyway that you don't normally see. And this was done at Pete Cox's Inverse as well. And I remember this day when we were filming. It was just such a beautiful afternoon. And it was in the garden at the Herschel Arms. So, and this is a poetry. So normally he does this sort of more hip hop when he comes to Music and Words Club, but this is some poems from him.
To be a man, predestined to grow up into God, born to be agents of his power, fallen no longer knowing who we are, wanting to find the place we've lost our way, minds made to obey our natural traits, unable to fit in men's minds a state of great disarray, nowhere to lay, even when attracting God's company we've not secured the stay. Every day is a fight, just to survive, warring to maintain a mind made innately to provide, Society incites much switching of sides, role reversal going against nature's design. This troubles the mind of man, made to be in kind and align with his nature. A crime to confuse our natures, to distort purpose, abominations arise. I find now most men monsters, as now out of line, fallen off the trajectory of one's inherent climb toward God. Universe's responses are signs, as majority of women complain and they cry. Shortage of men, as they're becoming in their rise we decline. To be a man.
There you go. So just a short poem there from Anyway the Gods. Another regular Music and Words kind of attendee, performer, and host as well. He's hosted quite a few sessions for us. He's also part of the Beat Roots guys, one of the tutors there who I regularly sort of work with. Yes, I mean, I love capturing video because for me it really helps me remember a space, because when you're videoing stuff, you tend to really pay attention to all the details in the background and stuff, so you sort of imprint a really strong memory. So I've been really enjoying freelancing and doing all these videos over the last couple of years, really, and creating this content. And just having these really strong memories from rewatching videos that I've created. So it's just been a lovely gift. So I'm very grateful to be able to do that. Okay, so I think it's time for another video. I mean, that's what the show's all about, right? I'm trying to think one I can ask a question about. So what have we got? I'll save Matthew Wallman for a bit later. Okay, let's play Jeremy Tuplin. Yeah, he's played a few sessions at the Music and Words Club. Jeremy Tuplin, London artist. He's more sort of an indie folk artist. Extremely talented songwriter. Who's signed to Trapped Animal Records, I believe it is. But he's doing some really, really great things. And I had the pleasure of filming this one for him in North London. I actually do a little cameo in it too. I was particularly not looking my best that day, so I'm not proud of that shot, but I hope you guys enjoy it anyways. This is called I will know. Yeah, it's called Back from the Dead. That's what it's called, yeah.
Melodic broadcaster, the planet
a tiny dancer. You learn a lot about life when you're necromancer. I understand some of it mostly when I'm dancing. Empty cars make dimension jive. Throw away your money. Back from the dead, in the name of rock and roll. Finally made peace with that itching that's within my soul. The walls, the devil packed me in only to live again, cry again, make me wanna die again. For love again, sip the holy drug again. There's only been one, navigate the golden sun.
Yeah, so that was Back from the Dead by Jeremy Tuplin, and yeah, it's really great artist, really good guy. I remember we did a mini sort of like tour around Belgium together once with Call Him Blue Jay and Maris Peter Levix. So I got to know a lot of his songs really well from the sort of 4 shows we played when we were over there. Really grateful for the opportunity from Marika to invite us over there to play in Belgium. And yes, just heard she's moving back, which is great for her. She'll be with her family. And I think maybe I'll see if I can find a video from her actually while we're on the subject. So Call Him Blue Jay. Yeah, I've got a couple of tracks of hers on here. I'll show you a video from... where did we go? We went down to the coast. We were looking for a place called Dungeness. I remember I was drinking in the Hope Bar once, and one of the regulars said, if you need a video shoot, highly recommend going to visit Dungeness. Cracking sort of desert-like landscape with all these abandoned ships and stuff on. So I was like, okay, when the right track comes along, I'll think about it. And this particular track, Marika approached me with was Strange Winds, and it just seemed like could have been a more perfect location to find this this Dungeness place down in Kent. And I, as you do, you learn along the way. I just assumed it was a public kind of beach. Picked up Marika and drove all the way down there on an afternoon to try and catch the sort of end of day, sort of like evening sun, and got there, started setting up cameras, and then some guy said, "Oh, you know what? You can't film it. It's a private estate." And my heart just sunk. I was like, "Oh God, what are we going to do?" So we'd sort of planned this whole day, found the perfect spot, the perfect location, and all these like abandoned things. And yeah, we had to move on or risk being fined. So luckily, the guy was actually not too bad. He was quite nice, and he said if you go a little bit further down the road, there's another beach with very similar landscape, which is actually public, so you can use and shoot on that. And we went down there. Was another video maker making a film as well. But yeah, so this is where we shot the track. Really. Very nice place to visit, though. Very eerie. But yeah, definitely pay a visit. You do not think you're in England when you're down there. And this is Strange Winds then by Call Him Blue Jay.
Cannot wait to strange winds take
So yeah, that was the amazing Calling Blue Jay with Strange Winds. And just for the record, we picked up every single piece of glass of that clock, don't you worry, before she threw it. So yeah, we did some quite clever smashing. Yeah, if you are intrigued by her stuff, she's just got some amazing stuff out there. Her first video we filmed, and she was still pregnant at the time, and must be a really nice capture for her to just to have that memory. Yeah, check out that video too. That was a very, very good one. That was for the name of the song was City Shake. So yeah, it's a very good video. Hi Kitty, nice to see you. I'm not sure, we played one of your videos quite a few songs ago, so I'm not sure if you managed to catch that. Yeah, Tom, definitely do go to Dungeness because it is a very eerie place. In fact, it's definitely got an end of the world vibe to it. So might be good times to visit if you want to, really soak in that sort of like end of the world sort of atmosphere. But yeah, great. Okay, well, I think we're going to bring you guys back to Windsor now. And another brilliant venue which has been doing some amazing stuff online, the Loading Bay. And we were running a series of sessions there called Into the Fire. Not to be confused with Out from the Smoke, which was also at the Loading Bay. Into the Fire was our folky gigs around the fire pit. And we had Peter Levix and Calling Blue Jay on a show one night there, and it was fantastic. But yeah, Out from the Smoke is we did more of an electronic one, so that's more where we get my brother to do his 909 sort of toys and electronic instruments. But yeah, I hope we can get back to this place at some point soon as well. It's just a fantastic space in the industrial estate, not far from the brewery. And Dean runs the bar and the venue. Always buys local beer, supports local people, and they got a fantastic dance studio upstairs as well, where we move into the winter to carry on doing the gigs because it's a bit too cold to play downstairs and outside. But I remember this show. Peter Levix, this is Maris Peter Levix and his brother Juris, both from Latvia. Juris has now gone back to Latvia, unfortunately. But yeah, hopefully, I think they still collaborate on their tracks and they sort of work remotely with each other. And they actually played at the first ever Music and Words Club show back in April 2018 as a duo, which was just lovely to have them there, along with Gabriel Moreno, Tara Dean, Anyway the Gods, Jen McGeechee, and I'm going to be killed for missing a few people off as well, but there was definitely some others there as well on that show. And yeah, this is Peter Levix. I don't have the name of the track here, but if I do remember it, I will let you know. But just filmed on the phone, not on the phone, on the camera with the audio. But it was a very beautiful night. So. mind what a special little gig that one was actually. Yeah, I remember with them guys, Maris and Uris, they played with me on my album launch over in for my 2016 release, and we did a gig in the Sebright Arms up in East London. That was a really good show. We also had these guys down in Wales. I remember a friend of ours was running a sort of mini kind of festival in a skate park. I believe it's called Spittin' Sawdust. And we had these guys playing on Friday night in this big indoor skate park, and it was just absolutely epic. It was amazing. There's only a small group of people there, but it just felt like a really, really nice gig. Unfortunately, I didn't have any nice cameras back then to capture it, so I don't think I had anything to do it any justice, but it was a really good night. Okay, so I think we're going to up the tempo a little bit if we can. Who should we go to? So let's go to another music and words session. If we'll go to one of Nick Milan's songs. So Nick is a good friend of mine from back at school, really, and he's been playing music for as long as I've known him. I'll just show you one of his songs from the Music and Words live session we did in December. So this is Nick Milan with some originals. And this is from our December gig.
An amazing singer-songwriter.
You probably noticed he's got the Christmas tree in the background.
All right, thank you. Thanks, Matt. This song goes out to Love.
Lost in light, I'm an obsession you can't find. I am the answer to all my prayers. I am someone who'll meet you there. 'Cause I am electric and made of wire. I am a sunbeam and I am a liar in this light. By your side is where I shine, and I won't ever say goodbye. Will you be mine? Will it be right before one of us leaves this ride? Sunlight when it cuts through. I am the seaside when it's blue. I am a feeling lost inside. I am a razor, I am a lie. I have an answer and I don't care. I have a feeling that I don't dare. I am a mountain, I am the sun. I am believing I have begun in this light. By your side is where I shine, and I won't ever say goodbye. Will you be mine? Will it be right before one of us leaves this ride? You are you be mine? Will it be right before one of us leaves this ride? Thank you.
Okay, that was Nick Milan, everybody. What a great track that was, and what a cracking concert that one was too. Yeah, so do check him out on his socials. He's been putting out lots of videos out on his YouTube. Well worth watching. I think he's used a lot of the content I filmed from him to create some music videos for himself, which is it's absolutely brilliant. So, but his songs have always been great ever since I've known him from school. So he's a very sort of perfection of his art. So definitely worth giving a listen to. Okay, so I reckon it's probably time to have something a bit more electronic again. So let's play another one from Windsor, shall we? This is my brother's label, Yalas. Ooze Me, and this is the Yalas track, and it features someone we know. But yeah, it's a really nice track. Quite a weird video, but I hope you like it. So enjoy. And if you can guess where this is filmed, it's not going to be hard. If you're from Windsor, you'll know it straight away. But the first person to put that up on the stream will win a point. And at the moment, Eleanor and Andrew are in joint first place for winning a pint next time we see each other in the flesh. So that's the competition, guys. We are currently, there's only 2 people with points, and they got 1 point each. So I will ask a bunch more questions about some of these videos as we go along. And if you first person to put the correct answer up there will get a point. And whoever's got the most points in this stream will have a pint waiting for them next time we see each other at a Musical Words event. So this is Ooze Me Records with Yalas. And by the way, I've finally caved. I've actually got a Guinness in hand. So cheers, everybody. Let me know what you're drinking. It's always good to know. I'm only having one though, so I'm driving. But yeah, cheers. And enjoy Yalas. And for those of you who are wondering, the cat's name in that video is Raj. He's very nice, and I had to cat sit him once. He's lovely, very well behaved. But that was Yalas on Useby Records label, which is my brother's label. He actually did a show in the last Music and Words Club in December, and he played some Yalas's stuff. And for those of you who were in there, it was banging. Like Alfie really pumped it up for that song, for that set. It was good. The Old Court have got a fantastic sound system, thanks to Mr. Alfie Horn, who's sort of recommended that system, and it was kicking. It was really good. So looking forward to getting back to that space when we finally can with an audience. And I guess while we're on that same sort of pathway, I think maybe I should show you same pathway. So how I'm going to tie it in my brain at the moment is Matthew One Man, the last track I filmed with him, we had a similar glitchy effect on it. So that's how I'm going to tie this in. So this is Matthew One Man, and if I got the right video, yeah. First person to tell me where this was filmed will win a point. So get your keyboards ready, or your phone, whatever you're on. And this is Matthew One Man. He is an absolute loop pedal genius. I don't think I've ever seen anyone use a loop pedal quite like him. And if you ever go to a gig, watch his toes, because what he does with his toes, it's just phenomenal. It just blows my mind. And that sounds kind of creepy, but just do it. It's like watching a drummer drum. It's like, he is an absolute master of his art, and he's a great artist. So this is Matthew One Man. So first person to tell me where this is filmed will get a point, and that point will go towards beer. was Matthew One Man. Yeah, I mean, that was a nice video. Well done to Andrew for winning that point. He's currently in the lead. And I think my original idea for that one, I wanted to put Matthew in one of them like bungee harness things and have him like literally bouncing off the walls. But yeah, we couldn't quite work out how to do that one. So I settled for just a wide angle lens to get some really weird sort of like, you know, sort of eerie sort of style shots and stuff. But yeah, what a space, though, Loading Bay. What an asset to the community. And I hope that they are able to carry on going once we're out of this sort of pandemic. They've been doing lots of stuff online for the dance stuff, and what they do for the young people and the community is amazing. So do check out their work and support them if you can. Buy some online classes and do all that kind of stuff, really. Unfortunately, I don't have any Amrit songs. All the videos I'm playing are ones that artists have actually released. So I did do some work with Amrit Son, but I don't think he's put it out on his website yet. So I'm a bit reluctant to play it. But I will play Mum's Request, which was the Amazing Tiger Band, which is also shot in the Loading Bay. So we're tying these all together nicely. And this is his cover of a famous song. And let me just see if I can find it. Amazing Tiger Band. Yeah, there we go. And this was a great session. In fact, Kian, which is the Amazing Tiger Band, that's his name, Kian, he introduced me to Matthew One Man, so which was a nice thing. And then Matthew One Man obviously became a big part of the Musical Works Club and hosted his own event and all that, and sort of interviewed himself live on camera. So if you ever get a chance to check that out, that's highly amusing. So please do. It's on my Musical Works Club page. But this is the Amazing Tiger Band with a very famous cover, and Mum's already told me what it was, but it's the it's Jungle Book cover. Enjoy.
I be like you, I walk like you, talk like you too. You see that's true, then they pluck me. Could learn to be human too. Well, envy is not an amicable trait, so make friends be their mate, and they will show you their ways, and you can be great just like them. See that guy, he don't mind showing friendship, don't get shy and need to see defensive. We all just wanna live life spectacularly. Naturally, it's bad being friends with all this talent, cause you always know what's happening next. And the shows are the best, and you get to dance pretty much every night. What to do? I be like you, I walk like you, talk like you too. You see that's true, then they pluck me. Could learn to be human too. So yeah, recently we've been having a great time. We've been chilling, we've been drinking, we've been throwing some rhymes. No matter how hard I aspire, I don't wanna compete. Keep the system undercutting the greed. We can dance till our feet hurt. Then when we need a hand, we can lend each other, and that's how we're gonna succeed. And don't tell me you wanna be like me or wanna be like you, and maybe we're all the same, and that's just the nature of humanity. What to do? I be like you. I walk like you, talk like you too. You see that's true. Then they pluck me. Could learn to be a human too. What to do? I want to be like you. I walk like you and talk like you too. You see, that's true. Then they pluck me. Could learn to be a human too. Woo!
And what a fun session that one was as well. Always a fan of Keane's work. I think he's incredible with what he does. And yeah, obviously he's so different to Matthew One Man with what they do with the loop pedals and stuff. But just, yeah, highly entertaining. I remember I recommended him for one of my friends' parties, and he had him on the top of a roof somewhere, blasting out tunes through some PA speakers and pissed all his neighbours off. I thought it sounded brilliant. And that was during lockdown. But yeah, so that was the Amazing Tiger Bands. Okay. I think we're probably coming towards the end of the show, I reckon. I didn't really have any set time for this one, but I'm starting to feel like it might be a good chance to sort of draw close to it. So I'm going to pick a last couple of songs to play. If anyone's got any recommendations, please do shout them in. Otherwise, I'll just pick some of my favourites. Who have I got left to play? We can play some. No, that's too dark for that time of night. Probably not a good one to end on. I'll tell you what, let's end up another one of Rob Cochrane's. I just particularly like this video. I thought it was really fun. And it's about a relationship where obviously he's ended it. I don't know the full story, but when we had the chat and discussed the idea, and he's just sort of saying that actually, like, even though, you know, you're hurting, it hurts me too. You know, so there's two sides of the story. And we decided we'd take this one quite literal, really, just for the fun of the video. And it meant we can get in a nice, interesting scene. I take full responsibility for all the ideas in this, by the way, so apologise in advance. But this is Hurts Me Too by Rob Cochrane, and I think that'll be probably the last one I'll be playing unless any recommendations come in. So enjoy, guys.
Say what you like to me, most of it's true. I'll take the blame for what's happening you. If you wanna hate me, I'll have to accept. Tell me again all the things I've wrecked. I don't intend to steal your claim to the shoulders of friends and the worst of the pain. Now this might sound strange to you, This might sound strange to you, but it hurts me too. It hurts me too. It hurts me too. Each day I wake at the scene of the crime, no more absolved by the passing of time. Think of you now at the end of each day, lying alone in your bed far away, or shielding yourself in a rebound romance. Do you think that my life's been a song and a dance? Well, this might sound strange to you. This might sound strange to you. It hurts me too. It hurts me too. It hurts me too. I don't intend to steal your claim to shoulders of friends and the worst of the pain. Now, this might sound strange to you. This might sound strange to you, but it hurts me too. It hurts me too. It hurts me too.
And there we go, guys. That was Rob Cochran with Hurts Me Too. And actually, like, it's quite nice to tie it up because there's quite a lot of people in that video who are artists and have been featured in this show already tonight. So we had, obviously, Peter Doolin was there on that shoot, and so was George Sinclair, although you didn't see much of a shot of him. And I believe also was Jeremy Tuplin, and obviously his band too, with Barbara Bartz and crew. So that was also filmed at the Betsy Trotwood, which is where the Lantern Society started, which gave me all the ideas for the Music and Words Club to exist. So, and we shot that over all 3 floors in the Betsy and created different spaces in that room. And it was a really, really nice day. I loved it so much, and just enjoyed making creative stuff with creative people. Thanks everybody for your donations tonight. Really appreciate it. Thanks for sticking with me. I know that live streams are probably like a bit oversaturated at the moment, potentially, with all this stuff going on. And I appreciate you all sort of fighting your own battles at home as well, for various reasons. And sometimes being online is not always the best place. So thanks so much for sticking by this. We will have a community back in a real space soon. I'm sure we will indeed. And on that day, I would love to just give you guys all a big sort of warm welcome back, really. So, but thanks a lot, everyone, for tuning in. Highly appreciated it. And yeah, look forward to the next one. I'm going to be posting details about the Old Court stream very, very soon. And we'll be in touch.